Anthony Childs, he's been pretty much their only offense tonight. He has nobody else has done much for them.
And our interior line, defensive line, has done a really good job. But I think this is where you kind of got to watch. We're 10 minutes into the ball game. They're getting into their rhythm, but I'm guessing they're getting a little tired about right now. A lot of those guys are going both ways.
Them big boys.
And another big hole up the middle, and Jace makes him pay for it, but he's going to pick up about 7 on the play. And they are running right in between Clay and 67, Carl Sonnenberg, out there on the field right now. And then Luke.
I'm guessing the first
the second level.
Somebody's picking him up.
So a little bit of offensive movement by this Mendota squad. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4 inside Panther territory. Should be the last play of the quarter. And once again, they're going to go to that well, and they're going to get brought down by Bryce Folsom, but he's going to pick up 5 on that play, down to about the 40-yard line. And 7 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Jack and old number 70 there for Mendota, Landon Kreiser, they had a little bit of an exchange verbally there, it looked like. We'll see what transpires out of that.
All right. Mendota is not going to run a play. They're going to let the clock tick down to 0. That's the end of our first quarter. Your score is the Panthers 13, Mendota 0. We'll go to a commercial break.
Melton Seed and Service is your local source for channel seedmanship. It's about being in your fields, giving you expert advice, and knowing your fields almost as well as you do. When it comes to getting the most out of your acres and your operation, put your trust in Melton Seed and Service. They are here to provide you with unparalleled service, advice, and seed products for your farming operation. The Break Room Pub and Grub is proud to sponsor the Work Hard, Play Hard Player of the Game. Located in Tampico, the Break Room Pub and Grub is the place where great food and drink await you with a menu to please everyone. Work hard, play hard at the Break Room Pub and Grub in Tampico. Rock River Lumber and Grain and Frary Lumber have served the surrounding area for more than 90 years. They take pride in their products and services and look forward to seeing you now and into the future. They wish the Panthers continued success on and off the field.
Changed a little bit, and that ended up taking this the stream down briefly. So we should be back. If you could just let us know if you can hear us all right. We'd appreciate that. And Jamie, we got a sponsor.
Yeah, second quarter sponsor tonight is Erie High School. They have a statement here that says Erie High School would like to wish all school growing together, pursuing purpose, finding you. So.
And they're sponsoring our second and fourth quarters. All right, so first down for Mendota to start the second quarter. And the sun is finally setting and making it a little bit easier for us to see what the heck's going on the football field.
Yep.
And it's going to be back to pass, a little flat pass. Finally got a first completion. He's going to be up for a first down, brought down by number 7, Sean Knavel. But it's going to be a gain of about 12. Just a little catch and pitch. Or pitch and catch.
Yep, quick hitter. Defensive back was playing about 10 yards off, and that's what he gave him. All right, go to the air again. Luke oh, yeah.
Luke Otten.
No, Hunter Burketta on the blitz there from the outside, blind side.
And Luke came in late, but, yeah, definitely a sack by Hunter. Nice job with the backside pursuit. Drew Misfeld says our audio's back. Glad.
Hi, Drew.
Glad we're back there. That's a big loss. That's going to be a loss of 10. And second and 20. Clock running, 11-14.
On defense, calling those blitzes.
See if that pumps this team up.
Throwing the ball a little bit.
Number 5 is going to get the football. He's going to plow ahead back to the original line of scrimmage. And he's kind of just making his way right over Clay Hockaday's hole here the last few carries. And very quickly, Mendota's going to get back to the line. 3rd and 10. And they're going to run that same play. This one's going to get brought down by Bryce Folsom. He recognized it.
Way to sniff that out.
Yeah,
recognize that out right away.
It hasn't been too hard to tell if they've had some success with the play. They've just been going back to it.
They have been running it a lot. So 4th and 11. So big play here for the Panthers defense.
Ball spotted just inside the Panther 30-yard line. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts left here in this first half. You may hear a familiar voice in the background. Jason Orman doing the PA announcing here in Ptown, at least here in game 1. And 4th and 11. Shotgun formation. Going to hand the ball off to number 2. Going to go around that right end. And a really nice play by Hunter Burketta to string that out and kind of pushed him off balance. And he went down.
Might even lost a yard.
Yeah, about no gain on the play. So the Panthers are going to pick that football up and hopefully do something with this offensive unit. 9 minutes, 55 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It was better than what it was before. All right, Jack in the shotgun formation. And the handoff's going to go to Jace. And Jace is going to plow ahead for about 4 yards. And that's something you're going to see, I think, might be reversed of what you saw last year. So we had Colby Franks and Connor Sibley run that play an awful lot last year. And more times than not, Colby would pull that and take it himself.
Yep.
I look for this year probably be more Jace getting the football.
Yeah, I think Jack has only pulled that once tonight. And he went for 7 or 8 yards. He did a great job there.
Jack's a very intelligent football player. There's no question about that.
I think that's pretty much a straight read play. But, yeah.
2 receivers set both sides. Jace in the backfield with Jack. And Dimitri in motion. Dimitri's going to... Yeah, so we had a kind of a fumbled pitch from Jack to Dimitri. Dimitri recognized it, fell on it, and we're going to lose a few yards.
Designed to go jet sweep kind of right around the end.
All right, that's going to bring up a 3rd and long 9.
Kind of almost looked like one of those little
that's a pass, isn't
toss passes like you see in the NFL a lot nowadays.
Yep. In fact, I'm surprised it wasn't a pass and the clock stopped. They did call it a fumble. All right, Panthers to the line. 3rd down. A couple of receivers split out to the right. Dimitri and I don't see who that other one is. We got Luke out here to the left side. And the flag's going to come in for a delay of game. And that's going to go get against the Panthers. Send them back another 5 yards. Be a 3rd and 14. It seemed like it was a pretty quick turnaround there.
Yeah, it certainly didn't seem like they took a long time to get the play in there, but.
So I think the stream may have been down for part of what you saw or what you didn't get the chance to see with our scores, but Jace Grunder's gotten himself into the end zone twice with a couple of really nice medium length runs.
Yep.
And one extra point.
Wide here.
And looks like we're going to pass this football. Jack back to pass. Ball's going to go right down the middle to Dimitri. Ooh, and there's contact. Should be a penalty on that play. But no flag. Boy, that was early.
Definitely a little early.
So because of that, that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah.
We're listening to the Mendota guys next to us.
Mendota radio there saying that was legit, and I'm throwing a BS flag on it.
All right, that's going to bring up 4th down for the Panthers, and we're going to get set to punt. Looks like Luke Otten is going to be our punter.
I think he did the punting last year too, didn't he?
Trevor Cobo did the majority of it.
You did. You're right.
And a little bit of a high snap. And it's going to be
can still punt
Luke did a nice job of pulling that back in, but he's going to get brought down. At about the 25-yard line with that high snap and good pressure from the left side. There was no way he was going to get that punt off, and so Luke did the good thing and tucked it and tried to do something with it, but there just wasn't anything doing. And so that's going to turn the football over to Mendota.
Wow, deep in Panther territory too, 25-yard line.
So the first true break for the Trojans.
Second, because there was no pass interference called.
True. All right, we're going to have our first timeout of the first half with 7:56 to go here in the second quarter, and we'll go to a commercial break.
Gibson Bodie Funeral Home. Your neighbors at Gibson Bodie Funeral Home and Cremation Services are excited to see the football Panthers back on the field and wish them a tremendously successful season. Steester Construction, a family-owned and operated construction and excavating company located in Erie. For all your farm excavating needs, visit Steester Construction at steesterexcavating.com. Sweet Butts Cotton Candy. Fluffy goodness on a cone or in a bag is what Sweet Butts Cotton Candy is all about. With dozens of flavors, they are a perfect fundraiser option. Visit them on Facebook or at sweetbutts.com. Wiffles Hybrids. We focus solely and intensely on corn. The result is a level of performance uncommon in the seed business. Take a look around and you'll see what we mean. Harvest Bakery and More is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, where you can get anything from a birthday cake to prime rib. Check out the Facebook page or visit harvestbakeryandmore.com.
Okay, we're back. 1st and 10 for Mendota. Handoff's going to go to number 5 off the left side. Luke Otten in on that stop, as well as Jace Grunder.
Frankie Bouchard was there.
And
Coach Horman just ripped out his plethora of Panthers.
That's a gain of 2. So the Panthers are being coached this year by Coach Jesse Abbott. It's his 5th season with the Panther program. And, great pressure. A Hunter Burkett on the left end. And that quarterback had no place to go, and that's a big loss. Drive him clear back to the 35-yard line.
12-yard loss, it looks like.
So
I think he beat the ball there.
Coach Abbott is he's got Coach Whitebread as a defensive coordinator, and Coach Whitebread's done a fabulous job with the defense over the last couple of years. Assistant coaches are Philip Kors, Damian DeMay, Kyle Foster, and John Widener. And they have got these guys ready to go week 1.
They're playing hard.
I'm really impressed so far. 3rd and 20 for the Trojans. Back to pass the football. And he's got a wide open receiver.
Wow, nice catch.
He's going to be down around the first down marker on a little slant pattern.
I think.
Well, that was a nice defensive play, and the quarterback did a nice job of threading the needle there. It's going to be a gain of 19. It's going to be up 4th down and very short.
4th and a half a yard.
And number 5 is going to get the football up the middle. Gets hit hard.
Wow.
By
Tyler Ballard, number 6,
Justice Huff. Yeah. But definitely going to move the chains, and that's going to bring up 1st and goal for Mendota down around the 9-yard line. 6:20 to go here in the first half.
Coach is clear out here on the field. I don't know what he's trying to get here, but.
And they're going to hand the ball off to number 5 again, right back up the middle. Clay Hockaday piling on in there. Going to have a short gain. I think that was Nate Packer, excuse me, also there in the vicinity. 2nd and goal for the Trojans. 6:07 clock running. Number 5 is going to get the football again off that left side, and he's going to get met by a bunch of Panthers.
Grunder.
The cheerleaders were about the only ones not in on that tackle. 3rd and goal down around the 5-yard line. 5:47 to go here in the first half. And Mendota's going to slow it down a little bit and get in a huddle and regroup.
Yeah, they were really going fast there. I'm kind of in a conundrum. I can see better with my glasses on, but I can't read the names on the roster now.
Being almost 50 will do that to a guy.
I know.
All right, back to pass off of the right flat, and he's got intended receiver, and he's going to get into the end zone right at the pylon. Tyler Ballard was trying to keep him out, wasn't able to do it. And so Mendota's first strike of the game comes with 5:17 to go here in the first half and shrinks the lead to 13-6. That was just a nice pass to the flat. We didn't have anybody out there to defend him.
Nope.
And like the Panthers Mendota also has an extra point kicker, number 60, a little bigger than ours. And it's blocked. Jace Grunder and
Briquetta were both there.
met there at the football. I'm not sure which one got their hand on it, but did a nice job. Sorry about that, Jamie. 5:17 to go. We'll go to a quick commercial break while we get set for the next kickoff.
1, 2, 3.
How do you want to be remembered? As a financial representative, I'm your first call during some of the most exciting and devastating moments in your life. From financial protection to retirement planning, my job is to help you plan for the unexpected and feel confident in your financial future through every stage of life. 40 years from now, you won't remember every detail of your financial plan, but my goal is that you'll never forget the impact that it's made on your life. I'm Whitney Misfell, your local Modern Woodman financial representative, and I'm proud to support the EP Panthers. When you need a strong financial team, you know who to call.
We're back.
All right, we're back. Hey, something exciting that's going on this year. The Break Room in Tampico is sponsoring a player of the game. And so through the course of the game, Dan and I and Jamie will be, and Sue will be, we're gonna be kind of seeing how that all plays out. But the Break Room's motto's been work hard, play hard, and we appreciate their sponsorship and give us an opportunity to pick a player of the game.
Never been there.
Need to make it.
I've heard it's good.
All right, score is 13-6, 5:17 to go. Mendota getting set to kick off. And there is not a stitch of wind here, so it doesn't matter which way we're going tonight.
The flag ain't moving at all.
And on a really beautiful football field. It's well groomed.
Yeah, looks really nice.
And a big, big crowd on hand. Most of the stands are full. And here we go with the kickoff. Number 12 is going to try another onside kick. He's going to kick it right out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. We'll have to see what the Panthers want to do with that.
It went 10 yards this time for him.
It was a
hot one, though.
A little alarming that we didn't. It looked like our front line just kind of spread the way and didn't try to do anything there. So I'm sure the coaching staff will have something a little to say about that. And the Panthers are going to take the football at the 45-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 with a 1-touchdown lead. Jack and the gang coming back out for their 4th series, maybe 5th series of the night, and have done a nice job moving the football.
Right at the 50.
Okay, so they did.
Must give them 5 yards from wherever it went out of bounds. I don't know. I like the New Jerseys this year. You can see the numbers.
Yeah.
Now they're going to talk about it.
Official coming in. We got some questions. The officiating crew, I think, on exactly where things stand.
Whether the ball should have been moved to there.
Oh, we're waiting for the official to get into position.
Oh yeah.
In the defensive backfield. All right, so Jack back with Jace. Tyler Ballard in motion to the right. Jack's going to keep it himself, and he's going to go forward for about 5 yards. Did a nice job trying to follow that lead block of Clay Hockaday.
Number 59 just got him by the jersey, or you'd have had a lot more there.
So a nice first down gain by Jack. Had a lot of motion moving to the right-hand side. Jack brought it back to the weak side. 2nd and 5. Clock is running inside 5 minutes.
It's good to see Jack pull that ball, and I don't know if it was designed or not, but, you got to keep the defense honest. That was, I don't think, something that we did good in the game last year against Mendota. They pretty much keyed on Sib and Mason. And
all right. Tyler was in the left slot. He's going to move over to the right slot. And Jack is going to hand the football off to Jace right up the middle. Man, is Jace quick. Gets the official tied up there, and he's going to have enough for first down.
59 had him stopped for no gain, and he spun right away from him. Didn't just left him stand there grabbing air.
One of the things that I see some improvement in from last year is how quick and how hard we're hitting the hole every single time.
Yep.
We did a nice job of that a lot of the time last year, but there were some times where it was just a little bit slow. We haven't seen that yet with this squad. All right, Jack's in the backfield, mostly been out of the shotgun formation tonight. Got a couple of backs with him there. And this handoff's also going to go to Jace. He's got some room. Bounces off a couple of
tackles.
tackles.
He's gonna go
bounces it outside, and he's got nothing. Nobody to beat.
He's got another one.
And Jace has got his third touchdown of the night. And that was about a 35, 38-yard touchdown run for Jace. And he has been the show so far.
He's electric. He's so elusive when he gets in the middle of that line, and he just squirts out of there, and he's gone.
I'm going to date myself a little bit, but Barry Sanders-like.
Yes, yeah.
19-6 is your score. 3 minutes, 59 seconds to go here in the first half, and Justice Huff's going to try to put this extra point on the board.
Unless things change dramatically, I think we have an inside track on who our player of the game's going to be.
Never know, and that kick is up and good. That was a tough.
Yeah.
That was a tough spot by our placeholder, but he did a nice job getting the football down. So 20-6 your score. We'll go to a commercial break.
Farmers are finally seeing better prices for their crops. And the best way to protect their livelihood is by using the Cornerstone Agency, which specializes in coverage for crops, equipment, and livestock. Cornerstone agents come to your farm, so they know the best way to help you maximize profits and programs, and most importantly, protect them. With offices in Tampico and Morrison, the Cornerstone Agency has the kind of customer service that helps their customers make the most of every season. And like your crops, the Cornerstone Agency is growing too. For more information, visit 2cornerstone.com. That's the number 2, cornerstone.com. When your crop goes in the ground, make sure you have the Cornerstone Agency around.
When you say you're a farmer, you're saying you understand hard work, reliability, and ingenuity. When you say you're a farmer, you're saying you have a responsibility to your family, your neighbors, and your community. When you say you're a farmer, you're saying a lot, which is why we're proud to say Case IH, built by farmers.
And we're back here at Provincetown High School football field, where your score is 20-6. Panthers on top, 3:59 to go. And Jamie and I were talking in the timeout there that what an answer, just shoving it right back down their throats after Mendota punched one into the end zone here just a couple of minutes ago.
On the punt, we gave up touchdown, and we came right back and ran it right down their throat.
So we're going to have all of the JFL kids get introduced at halftime, and you're seeing a shot of that real quick. And Justice Huff's going to try to punch this thing down about the 40-yard line. It's picked up by the Mendota receiver. Good job catching that football, and met immediately by 6 or 8 Panthers, and a little bit of scuffle going on right after the play. Boy, that ball bounces, and who knows what happens.
Yeah.
The Mendota player did a nice job picking that football up.
He came up on it hard. It looked like it was just going to be another out-of-bounds kick, and he came up and fielded it.
So we're not at full strength tonight, so we didn't get a chance to talk about that in the open, but we're down a couple of players that could give us some action this year.
Definitely will get some minutes.
We've got Caleb Nosker, who's still recovering from a knee injury from last year. He's kind of week to week. And then Jeremiah Kochevar tore his ACL last year, and he's still recovering, and we're getting word maybe week 4, week 5, maybe we'll get to see him on the football field. So looking forward to that. All right, hand off to number 5. He's got some open running field. He's going to bust this thing out. Jace Grunder looks like he's going to run him down. But what a big gain down to the 20-yard line of the Panthers. And the entire right side, our left side of the defense just collapsed there, allowing number 5.
Yeah, he shook Hunter Bruchetta there right at the point of attack, and it was pretty much open grass after that. So
quickly, Mendota will get to the line. Speaking of good answers, that's a good answer by the Mendota offense to come back and do that.
Yep.
First and 10 from the 20, and once again they're going to go to number 5, and that's going to be Clay Hockaday on that stop.
Folsom.
Bryce Folsom as well.
Was there also.
And the big boys are getting tired. You can tell. This was tough on them. This heat.
First game of the year. Most of them were playing both ways. 67 might be the only one that ain't playing both ways on both lines.
And that's Carl Sonnenberg.
Carl Sonnenberg, yeah.
That was a gain of 2. Second and 8. Clock running at 3 minutes. Mendota up under center. Going to be pitched to number 2 on the outside. No, he's met by Hunter Bruchetta and had some good.
Again.
Yeah, Jace came from his right end position and ran across the line and met the running back with Hunter at about the same time. And we're going to say that's no gain. 3rd and 8. Bryce has been very active.
Very active tonight. Very active tonight.
And you can't stress the importance of enough with the defensive ends and contain.
Yeah.
And when they do their job and they do it well, things are going to go well. And when there's a breakdown at that position, a lot of times you're going to see plays go for big yards.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a second timeout on the field. We're going to go and keep it here through the commercial break. Maybe Dan can get a shot of the JFL players again while we got a little bit of time. Again, we've got some really big numbers with the JFL program.
Yeah.
And they played their first game last week against Morrison.
Another one tomorrow.
And another game tomorrow.
Here tomorrow.
And 7th and 8th grade team won last week. I'm not sure how the 5th and 6th graders did.
I'm not sure how the 5th and 6th graders did. I think they won, but I'm not sure. So, talking about Bryce Folsom, I know I've noticed at least twice, and maybe this is just because I'm an old, slow, retired lineman, but it appears like when they pull their guard or tackle, he just gets right in their hip pocket. He knows the ball's going, away from him, and he just runs it down from the backside. And they're big, and their offensive line is, but they're not real quick. And he's just basically running right in his hip pocket, and he's made 2 or 3 really nice plays off of that.
And so if you've got a decent defensive end that can recognize that and also has speed to be able to chase that down the line, you're going to get a lot of success.
Yep.
Oh, 5th and 6th did win. Thank you, Dan. We swept Amboy last week.
That's a little confusing to me because Amboy plays 8-man in high school.
Yeah.
You would think they'd stick at their younger levels with what they're going to play at the, what
Sure.
I mean? So
Sure.
maybe they do to get more kids playing time. I don't know.
All
But
right, 3rd and 10, and he's going to be back to pass. He's got a man on a fly pattern. He's going to be open, but he overthrows him. Frankie Bouchard was on the coverage. Did a nice job covering him. 4th down for Mendota, and certainly they're going to go for it. 2:19 to go here in the half. Not sure we could have had much of a better start than we've had, Jamie.
no, I mean very, very, very few miscues. Just one penalty that I can think of, a delay a game. We did a little muff on the punt, but I mean for the most part, positive.
And I love what Coach Abbott said in Panther Points. Are you better this week than you were last week? That's the mentality that this club has, and they instills in them. All right, number 5 is going to get knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Bryce Folsom right back on him. Excuse me. Along with number 52, I think, also went on that play, Eamon Barron. And that's another turnover on downs.
Hey, 2 timeouts, 2 minutes to go. See what they can do in the 2-minute offense here.
You could almost sense that that defensive line smelled blood there, knew that, at 2nd and 8, go get it, get
Other
the
than
football.
a couple of pass plays, 5 has been their offense. So.
All right, so we'll see if this Panther offense led by Jack Minson has got a 2-minute drill in them that could get us another touchdown here before halftime. 20-6 your score, 2:14 to go.
I'd like to see a go route to Dimitri or Tyler. Let that speed get out there and just.
We got 3 receivers set right. Jack
See
with
if they take a shot like
Jack's
that.
going to keep it and going to go up the left side. He's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage, but still managed to move forward for about 5 yards. Not a play I expected there. I thought they were going to pass the football.
I
but
thought they would too.
Jack did
Maybe
a nice.
that was why they ran it, because they were.
Jack did a nice job of eluding a couple of tacklers, and he had no blockers in front of him, so it was all him. And the clock is going to continue to run. 1:50. We'll have to see if the Panthers want to try to open something up here. Otherwise, they're going to be maybe content to shut this thing down, being up a couple touchdowns.
Almost looks like they're content to just be conservative. If they bust one, they bust one.
All right, inside handoff
like that
to Tyler Ballard, and there is nobody. And Tyler is going to take this one to the house.
Going to have some laundry back
we do
here,
have a flag on the play.
I think it's going to be on them. I think it's going to be somebody ripped off Briquetta's helmet.
So that was a 77-yard.
Somebody ripped off Hunter Briquetta's helmet.
77-yard run's going to get negated.
The
white hat is pulling everybody back, and he's going to call holding.
Call holding on Hunter.
On the offense.
But
and
yeah,
man,
he ended up with no helmet. How does that happen?
I don't know. Boy, we'll have to get an instant replay on that one, Dan, and maybe see what happened. But,
I was going to say at the big, it looked like it could have been a hold there on the corner, but they didn't throw it. They threw it as a late flag, and when they threw it late, I thought it, after I saw Briquetta's helmet fly, and I thought the Mendota kid ripped his helmet off, which I still think happened, but they didn't call it.
So Coach Abbott is having a conversation with the head official. Obviously doesn't like the call, but it's certainly not going to talk him out of it. And so that big 77-yard play is going to go for nothing.
Coach Abbott was basically just pulling the number 9, ripped Hunter's helmet off.
And that will back the Panthers.
I almost look like a genius there.
To the 16-yard line. And we'll repeat second down. It'll be 2nd and 12. Now that's a holding as a spot of the foul penalty, meaning that they stepped 10 yards back from where that offense occurred. All right, a couple of backs back with Jack, Jason, Tyler, it looks like. And Jack back to pass the football.
He's wide open if he can hit
and
him.
He's going to go for Hunter Briquetta down the sideline and overthrows him by about 4 yards.
The hair laid on the throw.
And 3rd and 12. I was a little surprised we didn't see a run play there. Not to question the coaching calls, but a run play there forces them to take a timeout and or burn clock. But as it stands, that'll be an incomplete pass. Clock stops at 1:19, and it'll be 3rd and 12.
Hunter looks like he's got a little bit of a hitch in his step.
Boy, he is a big receiver.
Yeah, he is 6'3". I mean, that's got long arms.
And big 3rd down here for the Panthers. They're going to hand the ball off. Dimitri. He's going to pop it outside. He's got a couple of
don't go out of bounds.
Blockers.
Or do go out of bounds.
He's got enough for the first down up to about the 43-yard line.
I was thinking he didn't have the first down, and I was like, don't go out because then it's going to stop the clock for them.
Hunter Briquetta got called for that holding earlier, and he made a crucial block on this play.
Block there. I think it was the same play.
Yeah.
Just different kid. Dimitri that time instead of Tyler.
That was an old Packer sweep is all that was.
My apologies on the missed call there.
So
I didn't think he'd made the first down marker and was going to get tackled. And I'm like, get tackled in bounds.
All right, so the clock is running. We're going to be just inside a minute. Ball spotted on the 43-yard line of the Panthers. A couple of timeouts left for the Panthers, so they're still in good position. And with their big play players that we're starting to see emerge, anything can happen. And Jace is going to get this football. And he punishes a couple of people before being brought down at about the 46-yard line. And Panthers are going to call timeout. We're going to take this opportunity to step aside and go to a break.
Melton Seed and Service is your local source for channel seedmanship. It's about being in your fields, giving you expert advice, and knowing your fields almost as well as you do. When it comes to getting the most out of your acres and your operation, put your trust in Melton Seed and Service. They are here to provide you with unparalleled service, advice, and seed products for your farming operation. The Break Room Pub and Grub is proud to sponsor the Work Hard, Play Hard Player of the Game. Located in Tampico, the Break Room Pub and Grub is the place where great food and drink await you with a menu to please everyone. Work hard, play hard at the Break Room Pub and Grub in Tampico. Rock River Lumber and Grain and Frary Lumber have served the surrounding area for more than 90 years. They take pride in their products and services and look forward to seeing you now and into the future. They wish the Panthers continued success on and off the field.
Okay, we're back. 40 seconds to go here in the half. Panthers have the football. Nice run to get us up near midfield position. Panthers burned their second time out of the half, and so we've got one remaining and a little bit of grass between us and pay dirt. 40 seconds to do it.
40 seconds, one timeout.
And we've got 3 receivers split out right. Tyler Ballard, Dimitri Larson. I don't know who that far one is. We got Hunter Briquetta down here to the left. And Jack's going to roll out right, looking for a receiver. He's going to tuck it himself, and he's going to try to get out of bounds, and he does. at about the 46-yard line, so minimum gain. But did a nice job of tucking that thing when he did.
Smart play, get what you can get out of bounds, stop the clock.
So that will stop the clock and let the Panthers regroup in a huddle. 32 seconds to go here in the first half. So like I mentioned, at halftime, we'll have the JFL teams come out and get introduced. So if you want to hang out through halftime, I'm sure Dan will have that going. And as always, we'll get some stats for you at halftime. Got a couple of statisticians down on the field that'll get those for us, and we'll share those with you coming into the third quarter. All right, that handoff is going to go to Luke Otten, and that's going to go for big yards. He's still on his feet. He's down around the 20-yard line, and inside down around the 15 before finally being brought down. And that'll be a timeout on the field.
Up a little bit.
Luke is hurt, and he's still on the ground. We're going to have a stoppage in play, and we'll get.
That should not cost us our timeout, right?
No.
I mean, not to wish bad luck, but down players should.
We're certainly hoping maybe just a cramp or something along those lines.
Way there was a pile there. I'm hoping it isn't a knee or something major. Obviously, you hate to see that. What a run!
That was
He got more wheels than I thought he had.
A little bit of a strange way to get the football. I'm not even really sure how that all went down, but however it did, Luke ended up with the football and scrambled 30-plus yards. Near 35 yards.
It appears to me through my binoculars that Owen's working on an ankle.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and step aside for a quick commercial break, and we'll be back and hopefully have some good news for you.
Farmers are finally seeing better prices for their crops. And the best way to protect their livelihood is by using the Cornerstone Agency, which specializes in coverage for crops, equipment, and livestock. Cornerstone agents come to your farm, so they know the best way to help you maximize profits and programs, and most importantly, protect them. With offices in Tampico and Morrison, the Cornerstone Agency has the kind of customer service that helps their customers make the most of every season. And like your crops, the Cornerstone Agency is growing too. For more information, visit 2cornerstone.com. That's the number 2, cornerstone.com. When your crop goes in the ground, make sure you have the Cornerstone Agency around.
When you say you're a farmer, you're saying you understand hard work, reliability, and ingenuity. When you say you're a farmer, you're saying you have a responsibility to your family, your neighbors, and your community. When you say you're a farmer, you're saying a lot, which is why we're proud to say Case IH, built by farmers.
All right, we're back, and so Luke is up, being helped off the field by a couple of his players.
Little gimpy on an ankle, looks like.
Yep. But the good news is he's up under his own power.
Yep.
And not a ton of limp that went on walking to the sideline. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see Luke back on the football field here after halftime. Kind of resetting the stage for you a little bit while things get ready to go. 20 seconds to go. Panthers on the move, up 20-6. Ball's spotted on the 16-yard line. We'll have a 1st and 10.
I know it's not official, the scoreboard, but it looks like they did take our timeout away from us, but they should have. Coach Otten called timeout on that before he knew that he had a down player, so I think he's going out to get clarification on that right now. Should get his timeout back as far as I'm concerned, but I guess I don't mean anything.
I don't have any of those guys down on speed dial, so I can't call them and let them know what Jamie thinks. All right, so it looks like Coach Abbott is obviously doing what he needs to do and going to use the timeout since he's going to get charged with it. And so that may hurt us a little bit, but maybe we can get a quick hitter here, get it out of bounds, and then bounce one in. All right, Panthers getting back on the football field. We'll see if Jack can lead his team to another first half touchdown.
15 yards.
Jace Grunder back in the backfield with him. And Oh, he's going to pitch it out. A nice pitch to Jace. Jace has got some running room, and he's going to be in this. Just short, down to the 1 yard line. And there's going to be a flag on the far side of the football field. Looked like there was a little scuffle going on between number 1, Frankie Bouchaw,
Number 9. There's number 9 in that. So they did not take our timeout. Coach Otten just took that timeout.
Coach Abbott?
Or Coach, why am I calling him? I'm calling him Coach Otten all night, haven't I?
Yeah, you have.
Why haven't you told me that? I'm so sorry.
So we'll have to see what that flag is. We got a personal foul against the defense.
Mendota.
Good.
Number 9 got caught that time.
So
Last
that will
time
be
he ripped off Frankie's helmet.
That will be a half-yard penalty.
Or Hunter's helmet. Yeah. What do you do?
13 seconds to go.
Half the distance to the goal, make it on the 1 foot line?
And they did not charge EP with that timeout here after Luke got hurt. And so they've taken their third timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here for the remainder of the half. 13 seconds to go. And, man, this offensive unit, like Coach said in the Panther points, they're big and they're quick. They've done a really nice job of staying within themselves. They're running hard, hitting the holes hard. And they've bought into a program, you can tell.
Yes.
And on the defensive side of the football.
Ben staunch.
Yeah.
Ben staunch.
We gave up that one touchdown on a pass to the flat. But outside of that, we've done a nice job. And I think that, that's what Coach alluded to in the Panther preview, was that, a little concerned that the defense was going to have to find their way, and it's just going to take some snaps to do that. It didn't take very many. And the teams are making their way back to the field. Panthers have about a foot to go to knock this thing in.
Pretty much just going to have to do a dive play here with Grunder or Ballard, don't you?
I would think so.
I mean,
that almost looked like Refrigerator Perry.
Almost go under center on this play and just go.
And Jack in the shotgun. He's going to give the ball to Jace. Jace going to get into the end zone.
Standing up.
4 first half touchdowns for Jace Grunder in this EP offense.
4 touchdowns.
And your score is 26-6. With Justice Huff going to try to put the extra point through. Impressive first half of football by this EP Panther team.
Very impressive. Against a senior-laden Mendota team. They're very senior-laden.
And Clay Hockaday coming in just a little bit late to fill the 11th man on the line. And Justice set with Sean Knable doing the holding. And a good snap. And the kick is no good.
No good.
Kicks it right.
Looked like me golfing.
Right into the backside of Clayton Gerlach. That football went. And so that extra point's no good. 26-6. 11 seconds to go. And we'll go to a quick commercial.
1, 2, 3.
How do you want to be remembered? As a financial representative, I'm your first call during some of the most exciting and devastating moments in your life. From financial protection to retirement planning, my job is to help you plan for the unexpected and feel confident in your financial future through every stage of life. 40 years from now, you won't remember every detail of your financial plan, but my goal is that you'll never forget the impact that it's made on your life. I'm Whitney Misfell, your local Modern Woodman financial representative, and I'm proud to support the EP Panthers. When you need a strong financial team, you know who to call.
All right, we're back. 11 seconds to go here in the first half, and Justice Huff getting set to kick off. And Luke Otten is being attended to. He's got his left shoe off. Got some ice on his left ankle.
On his left ankle.
And that ball is kicked deep, and we're gonna have a touchback. And we haven't seen too many of those in the last couple of years.
No.
Powerful leg by Justice, and that'll bring the ball out to the 25-yard line, where the Trojans will have time to run one play. And I was hoping to see Luke back, but score being 26-6.
Yep.
There's a possibility that we may just not see him the rest of this game and let him get rested. We'll have to see. That's that hard call of a coaching staff.
Yeah.
And we'll see if the Trojans want to take a shot here. And we had 12 men on the field. And we're going to finish this half off a little bit sloppy.
Coach Abbott's yelling. I think that's Coach Abbott.
Yeah, it is. And it's definitely not Coach Otten.
Yeah.
He's trying to get the defensive backs to move back 10, 12 yards.
Really, yeah, nothing behind you.
I think back to an E.P. Newman football game at Newman where we had them beat with 25 seconds to go in the game, and we let two balls go right behind us for big plays and ended up losing that game. Kenneth Cole, that group, tough loss. But definitely don't want to make that mistake again. So we've got 4 defensive backs 20 yards off the football field, or off the ball. 11-7, so we're going to get a little bit of time.
It only started with 11-5, didn't it?
All right, well, the clock. The
Not
person
11
who's new
minutes.
this year, if you guys have been around Provincetown football, Carl Kovarik has been the guy for a long, long time. And Carl has not returned this year.
Who's that? Eamon?
Carl.
Eamon used, huh?
Eamon did it in Erie.
Yeah, oh,
Eamon
yeah.
Cox, and then Carl Kovarik.
Carl Kovarik.
He's here. All right, so here's the snap. And we've got a couple of receivers down the left side, and it's complete. And Jace Grunder's going to knock him out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
Knock him out is what?
5.5.
Just took him right off his feet.
5.5 seconds. Jace was licking his
Got
chops.
some air time on that one.
And Mendota is going to take a timeout, and we'll keep it here and talk through this. There's a lot of things to cover in the first couple of weeks of practice.
Oh, man.
And you got a bunch of newer guys. You know, they were around the program a lot last year, but, you know, obviously didn't get a lot of snaps.
Yep.
So there are so many things to cover. Is this something that you think they've had time to even talk through yet, where you're trying to play a prevent defense at the end of a half?
Probably not.
And I doubt it too. So it's a good timeout, I think, for the Panthers, so that they can regroup a little bit and talk about what's going to go on here.
You got to figure this is probably the last play, even though they got one more timeout. But
two things we can't have happen: we can't have a receiver get behind us, and we can't
miss tackle on a.
Well, I was thinking a penalty.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah,
a
penalty.
Defensive penalty is not going to end
another
the half,
offensive
right?
play.
And so Panthers just need to be clean here at the end of this first half. Get into a locker room, enjoying a big 20-point lead.
Number 75, Jaden Orr's getting some minutes there on the defensive line, I see.
All right, 1st and 10, Mendota. And they're set to pass the football. Another complete pass. Same play as the one they just had. Got out of bounds with 1.4 seconds to go. That's going to be short of the first down.
We'll let them do that all night.
Yeah, they're just setting up for a fly right now. And Mendota is going to, take their last time out of the first half. And Sue, do you have a? We'll just keep it right here. Sue got busy doing something else, and so we'll keep it here. What do you think?
I'm impressed. I like it.
I am too. You know, there was.
Not that I was skeptical. Just again, we've talked about it since the start of the broadcast. That just, for the most part, a complete different group of starters on both sides of the ball, and they've stepped right in there, next man up, and we talked about them finding their own identity. I think they did.
I agree.
Doing a great job.
And the teams prior to this, all of it's part of creating this sustained Panther program. Last year's success, huge part of that. This, though, what's going to happen this year, I think is as important or more important, because it's continually building. Right, and we got a JFL program that we're going to introduce at halftime here with huge numbers. And those guys, they've looked up to these guys for a long time. So it's great to see them come out on fire. All right, one play left here in the first half. Shotgun formation, got a couple of receivers down here on the right-hand side, and
Dimitri Larson's
going to run him down.
Throw it out of bounds.
Going to fall short.
Well, Dimitri came up kind of lame on that too.
And that is the end of the first half. Your Panthers are up 26-6. We're going to step aside for 10 or 12 minutes. I think Dan will keep the
camera
going and watch this JFL team come out, and we look forward to seeing you in the second half. Catch you soon.
Gibson Bodie Funeral Home. Your neighbors at Gibson Bodie Funeral Home and Cremation Services are excited to see the football Panthers back on the field and wish them a tremendously successful season. Steester Construction, a family-owned and operated construction and excavating company located in Erie. For all your farm excavating needs, visit Steester Construction at steesterexcavating.com. Sweet Butts Cotton Candy. Fluffy goodness on a cone or in a bag is what Sweet Butts Cotton Candy is all about. With dozens of flavors, they are a perfect fundraiser option. Visit them on Facebook or at sweetbutts.com. Wiffles Hybrids. We focus solely and intensely on corn. The result is a level of performance uncommon in the seed business. Take a look around and you'll see what we mean. Harvest Bakery and More is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, where you can get anything from a birthday cake to prime rib. Check out the Facebook page or visit harvestbakeryandmore.com.
Hey, we're back here at Provincetown, just 40 seconds away or so from the start of the second half, and a really good first half by the EP Panthers, and hopefully you got a chance to see that. I know we've had some difficulties with the way things have streamed tonight and links that have been used. If you're listening, obviously you're able to navigate through that, but pass that on to any of those people that you might know might want to watch this thing in the second half. But Panthers are up 26-6 at halftime behind 4 first-half touchdowns by Jace Grunder.
Very impressive.
Jace has got 11 carries for 142 yards on the ground, and he's been the primary ball carrier. Tyler Ballard and Dimitri Larson both have 24 yards rushing, and Luke Otten with that big run ended up with 29 yards rushing on 2 carries. And we're 1 for 6 through the air for 14 yards. And I got some Mendota stats I will share here in just a couple of minutes. Teams are taking the field. Jamie's been trying to find a couple of scores to share with you. We'll let him run through them.
Area scores. Princeton is listed at 28-14 over Rock Ridge at halftime, or just starting the third quarter. Newman is up 6-0 over Morrison at the start of the third quarter. Not in the conference, but area. Fulton's up 24-0 over Galena in the third quarter. St. Bede and Sherrard are playing, but they've got them listed 0-0 here in the first quarter, so nobody's updating that. And Orion is up 28-12 over Hall at the half. So.
And here we are, starting the second half. We got a little kick that's going to get down to about the 20-yard line, picked up by Mendota receiver. And number 1 did a nice job, Frankie Bouchaw, of getting to him. And we got a flag late on that play.
Came in there.
And the receiver, the returner is hurt and laying on the field.
Pointing towards our side.
And
are they going to call a horse collar on that?
We'll have to see what that penalty is, but got a player down on the field.
I think it was number 9 there for Garrett Zink down on the field there for the Trojans. Looks like they're working on a calf or something, maybe.
Yeah, maybe a cramp. Hopefully that's what that is. You wouldn't expect to see that first play out of the halftime, but you just never know. And he's up and limping his way to the sideline.
Going, that's a good thing to see.
All right, we had a legal use of hands, on Mendota, and so that's going to back them up. And it looks like back to around the 15-yard line. And the Panther defense coming out of halftime, we'll have to see if we made any adjustments.
Yeah, hopefully we can keep them pinned back deep here.
Number 5, who's been their primary ball carrier, busted right up the middle, and he's got Tyler Ballard to beat. And Tyler's going to run him down at about the 45-yard line, but he had nothing but open turf to run through.
30-yard run.
Right over center. No question that 5's going to get the bulk of their carries in the second half. He was their primary ball carrier in the first half of this contest. Get a chance and you're watching this game, let us know that you're able to see what's going on.
No shock.
And number 5 again, who gets hit hard. Could have been a helmet-to-helmet contact, but that was number 6 for us, Justice Huff. Put a lick on him. Nice pickup on the game, on the carry though, about 7 yards, 6 yards. Be second and 4.
52 Eamon Barron was also in there. He's a sophomore. I believe he stepped in at Luke Otten's middle linebacker spot.
Number 12 is going to catch the pass out on the flat, and he's going to have enough for the first down.
Frankie Bouchaw on the stop there.
Helped out by number 7, Justice Huff. Oh, excuse me, Sean Knable. Sorry. Mendota coming out with a little bit of fire here in the second half. Panthers seem to be a little bit flat-footed, which is uncharacteristic of a Panther team coming out of half.
Yeah, last year we saw we a lot of times played better in the second half than we did the first. So.
First and 10 inside Panther territory down at the 33-yard line. Back to pass. He's got an open receiver. Ran a route that the quarterback didn't expect him to run, and that ball's going to fall incomplete. Jace Grunder and Tyler Ballard on the coverage out here on this right side.
Yeah. Luke
Nice.
Cotton's up with his helmet on the sidelines, but Dimitri Larson is up and walking, but not without his helmet, or without his helmet. So, a couple of the injuries from the first half.
Second and 10 for Mendota. Shotgun formation. Gonna go back to pass. Got a man open in the flat, and he's
Ball's on the ground. It's going to work in their benefit, not ours, though. Unfortunately, they fumbled it forward, but.
And we've got another injury on the field down around the first down marker.
Number 12 there for the Trojans. Braden Freeman's down.
Yeah, that ball was fumbled forward about 5 yards.
And he was the one that. I think it's got to come back to where it was fumbled from, unless the person that fumbles it recovers it, right?
It doesn't look like that's going to be the case here. Right, wrong, or indifferent. It looks like they're going to get a mark right around the first down marker. And number 12 looks like it's another cramp. And they're gonna mark him down short of the first down, so it's gonna be third and a short one.
Yeah, there you go. Move it back a little bit.
And they're gonna take
no
this
surprise
ball.
here. I don't think who's gonna get the ball.
Shotgun formation. Number 5 is gonna get the handoff, and he found a nice little hole, and he's gonna move forward for a first down, brought down by Jace Grunder. Big play. Another 12 yards or so on that play.
We look a little flat. Guys are slow getting down, slow getting into position.
First down at the 15-yard line for Mendota. Handoff again to number 5. Bryce Folsom's coming down the line. Sniffed that play out pretty well. Brought down by a couple of other Panthers as well. Number 18 in on that stop, Hunter Burketta. So both defensive ends in on that stop.
5 came up a little limpy there.
Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 for the Trojans. Getting a play called in from the sideline. Been a lackluster start for this Panther defense to start this third quarter. Going to get a handoff around the right end. And
nice stick.
Yeah, that was a nice stick by number 2,
Ballard.
Tyler Ballard. Held his ground. That running back was at full steam when he met Tyler. Excuse me. Picks up about 4 on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 4. 9:37 to go here in the third quarter. Trojans on the move. And number 5 with the handoff again. He's going to follow up a couple of lead blockers. He's going to have enough for a first down. Going to be a 1st and 10 down around the 2-yard line. And the Trojans offense is having the way with the Panther defense right now.
Just quick hitters right down the center of the line there.
Same play again. Number 5 walks into the end zone.
Just puts his foot in the ground and
just
goes
a really
forward.
Poor defensive effort there to start this second half. And with 9:20 to go here in the third quarter, Mendota punches it in for their second score of the game, bringing it to a 26-12 total.
Gonna go for 2 appears. They haven't brought a kicker on.
That was the poorest defensive stand that we've had in the entire game.
We didn't do a whole lot there. Looks like they are gonna go for 2. They want the wide side of the field to the left.
All kinds of stuff going on here with the offense. Back judge is not counting yet. And they're going to try to throw the football into the end zone, and it's overthrown.
Incomplete.
Intended receiver was number 13. That falls incomplete, and so your score is 26-12 with 9:20 to go here in the third quarter, and we'll go to a commercial break.
Farmers are finally seeing better prices for their crops. And the best way to protect their livelihood is by using the Cornerstone Agency, which specializes in coverage for crops, equipment, and livestock. Cornerstone agents come to your farm, so they know the best way to help you maximize profits and programs, and most importantly, protect them. With offices in Tampico and Morrison, the Cornerstone Agency has the kind of customer service that helps their customers make the most of every season. And like your crops, the Cornerstone Agency is growing too. For more information, visit 2cornerstone.com. That's the number 2, cornerstone.com. When your crop goes in the ground, make sure you have the Cornerstone Agency around.
When you say you're a farmer, you're saying you understand hard work, reliability, and ingenuity. When you say you're a farmer, you're saying you have a responsibility to your family, your neighbors, and your community. When you say you're a farmer, you're saying a lot, which is why we're proud to say Case IH, built by farmers.
Okay, we're back. 9:20 to go here in the third quarter, and Mendota getting set to kick off after a pretty poor defensive stand by the Panthers to start this third quarter.
Just looked very uninspired.
So we'll see if the offense can kickstart what's going on with that defensive side of the football. And every time that Mendota's kicked off today, they've attempted an onside kick. So we'll see what they want to do here. We've got 7 men up on the front line, a little lighter in the backfield. Back deep is Jace and Tyler, and they're going to kick this one off to Jace. Not sure that's a wise decision. We'll have to see for him. Jace runs that thing right up the middle, still on his feet. Man, is he tough to bring down, and he finally gets brought down at the 45-yard line.
60, the kicker got him, big boy.
After a return of about 25 yards. I can't imagine that there's a team in this conference going to want to kick Jace.
No.
So the Panthers will take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line, their own 45-yard line, and hopefully can get things kicked off here a little bit. 26-12 is your score. Now, if you're watching this broadcast and you know others aren't able to see it, if they can get to here and see the link that's actually posted in the comments, that will take you to the right link. All right, Jack back. Shotgun formation. He's going to hand the ball off to Tyler. Tyler's got a wide open
big seam,
and he's off to the races, and he's going to get brought down about the 21-yard line after a huge gain of about 25 yards.
And now he's hurt.
And Tyler is down at the 20-yard line, just out of bounds. Took a pretty good, almost looked like a punch to the gut as the defensive player was trying to knock the football out. We'll have to see. He's coming up limping a little bit, so something with the lower legs. But nice job hitting the hole hard there for a Panther first down.
Number 6, Justice Huff, is going to take Tyler's spot.
Once again, hit the hole hard. Our offensive line did a nice job of creating a slight gap there, and Tyler hit it quick.
He hit it.
Tyler's really struggling there.
Yeah, almost looks like
it's a cramp. Yep.
That's a good thing, I guess.
Yep. Unless you're the one going through it.
Yeah. Well, I just mean it's not a serious injury. It's not a knee or an ankle.
Yeah, you can't get enough fluids in you in a game like this. Clock running at 8:40. 1st and 10, Panthers. 3 receivers split out wide right. Jason in the backfield with Jack. And Jack's going to keep this himself. He's going to try to find a spot off the left side, but he's going to get wrapped up right for a loss of about 2 on the play. So on paper, that'll go down as a sack, although it was an intended run. 2 yards, 2-yard loss there.
It's like Frankie Bouchard being stretched down here on the sidelines too. So lots of cramping going on here. We talked about that a little bit in the first half.
We do have all of the sophomores dressing tonight and a few freshmen as well, and you'll see that throughout the season, obviously, with us playing press-off games on Monday nights. All right, Jack being protected by a couple of backs in the backfield. Handoff's going to go to Jace right up the middle. He's got some running room. He's going to be up near the first down. And down around the 10-yard line. It looks like that's going to be enough for the first down. Nope, they're going to back that up.
Nope.
Still going to give them the first down
Still.
at about the 12-yard line. So we will have an opportunity to get another first down before we punch it in. Nice run by Jace. Justice Huff and Jace rounding out that backfield with Jack. Couple of receivers, one split each way.
Canavu and Bruchetta.
And Jace is going to get the football again, and what Jace does, just avoids tackles. He's going to be down around the 6-yard line. Going to mark him down at the 7. Being up 2nd and 7. Eluded a tackler right as he got the football.
Frankie Bouchard back in there after getting his cramps stretched out. So far, good answer by the offense.
And a little bit of a sustained drive, so not just a quick hitter, but just pounding the football, a little smash mouth. Jace in the backfield with Jack. 3 receivers split out wide left. And Jack's going to keep it himself. He's going to go around the right end.
Nice kick.
He's going to get drugged down.
There.
Going to be inside the 5-yard line, short of the first down. And it'll bring up a big 3rd down play for the Panthers.
Number 70, Zeb Wicks, made a great kick-out block. Jace cut outside of it, unfortunately, but still got a good gain there. I think if he'd have cut in, he might have got a little more out of that.
Jack talking to his huddle. Breaking for the line. 3rd down and 2 inside the 5-yard line. This has kind of been Jace Grunder territory. We'll see if he's going to get the football, and he is.
He is.
And Jace is going to be near the end zone. We're going to wait. Yes,
yep,
we do. He's in for his 5th touchdown of the evening. 5:48 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And EP extends the lead back to 3 touchdowns.
Maybe.
32-12 is your score, pending the Justice Huff extra point. Nope, looks like Jack's going to come in. They're going to go for 2. Playing the numbers game.
Try to make it a 22-point game.
We're going to get 3 receivers split out to the right, and Luke Otten is back in the ball game. He's one of those receivers split right. Jace in the backfield with Jack, and it's going to be an option. Jack's going to pitch it out. Jace is going to walk into the end zone for that 2-point conversion. And the score is 34-12. 5:48 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And we're going to go to a commercial.
Melton Seed and Service is your local source for channel seedmanship. It's about being in your fields, giving you expert advice, and knowing your fields almost as well as you do. When it comes to getting the most out of your acres and your operation, put your trust in Melton Seed and Service. They are here to provide you with unparalleled service, advice, and seed products for your farming operation. The Break Room Pub and Grub is proud to sponsor the Work Hard, Play Hard Player of the Game. Located in Tampico, the Break Room Pub and Grub is the place where great food and drink await you with a menu to please everyone. Work hard, play hard at the Break Room Pub and Grub in Tampico. Rock River Lumber and Grain and Frary Lumber have served the surrounding area for more than 90 years. They take pride in their products and services and look forward to seeing you now and into the future. They wish the Panthers continued success on and off the field.
All right, we're back. 5:48. Panthers just struck again on Jace Grunder's 5th touchdown of the evening. Score is 34-12. And that was a really good answer to an opening drive by Mendota.
Yeah, hopefully the defense gets to kind of plays a little harder on this series.
So as Justice gets set to kick off, Jamie's got some scores.
Yeah, Princeton's extended their lead 35-14 in the 3rd. Newman has finally opened it up against Morrison. It's in the 4th quarter, 28-6.
A deep kick by Justice down to about the 20-yard line. Fielded cleanly. And he's going to bring it right back to the middle of the field where he's going to get brought down right around the 30-yard line. And for the 2nd time tonight, an EP Panthers lost his helmet. That was number 6, Justice Huff, the kicker, losing.
Fulton
his
and
helmet.
Gleaner are still 24-0. That's in the 4th. St. Bede's 14-7 over Sherrard. Let's see what Orion. Orion's 28-12, still listed at the half. I'm assuming that's probably just hasn't been updated. So.
All right, we're going to see what this second defensive set by the Panthers brings. Back in shotgun formation, going to hand the football off to number 5 up the middle, Jace Grunder.
Single leg takedown.
51 and Folsom in on that stop.
About 5, 4.5, 4.
Oh, gain, yeah.
Yeah.
Ball's going to get spotted on the 35-yard line, just past it. A couple of receivers split out right here. Back to pass. Going to throw the ball to the flat. Oh, he's met immediately.
Is that Jack?
Jack Minson.
Jack Minson in there on defense.
Yeah, a little surprising to see Jack on defense, just with the way Coach Abbott has managed that quarterback situation in the past couple of years without.
Gained 3 or 4 yards that time, but
yep.
Looks like 13 might be cramping again. He's got a little bit of a weird run to him. We're worried about that. Cramps are nothing to mess with. They hurt.
And the ball's spotted just shy of the Trojan 40-yard line.
He's either running like he's cramping or he took a shot in the jewels.
Gonna bring up third and a long 1. Jamie, what do you think? 500 people here tonight?
Oh, probably.
I'm guessing. Just
pretty full stands.
Just EP side.
Eamon Barron in there, and again at that middle linebacker spot for Otten.
Randa. Yeah, so we got a handoff to number 5 right up the gut. He hit the hole hard and is going to have enough for a first down up around the 47-yard line.
Pretty much just running the same play, same 2 plays, right or left.
Yep. Same play that just happened at about the 30th time tonight. We'll have to see who comes off that pile. I didn't see Frankie Bouchaw. Looked like maybe number 7 was in on that as well, Sean Knable. And Mendota trying to get some quick plays off here, right back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I guess it's going the middle with 5.
And he's got another 7-8 yards. He's going to be up near first down. I think he's going to be just shy. And the Mendota Trojan offense is on the move.
Irick's going to come in for Nate Packer and give him a breather.
And they're going to go back to pass on 3rd and 2. Going to try to throw it long. Jack Minson has got a beat on it. Oh, and he about picked it off. Good coverage by him and Jace Grunder.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be an interception for sure. It will take it. Throw the ball. You haven't been real successful at it. I guess knowing they got another play to hand it to number 5 here.
All right. 4th down, 2. Inside Panther territory down to the 44-yard line. And I'm guessing this is going to be a handoff, and it is, and he's going to have enough for the first down. He's still on his feet. Jace Grunder is going to be in on that tackle.
Who else?
You see who gets up
6.
6. Justice Huff as well. Well, there isn't any
a lot of
secret
hands on
to
hips and a lot of slow get-ups on the defensive side.
Not a lot of secrets going on with what's going on with the offense of Mendota right now.
Just smash mouth number 5.
Jacob Carr. And Jacob once again right up the middle. Bryce Folsom trying to track him down the line. He makes first contact. Chase also went on that stop, as well as Eamon Barron, 52. Haven't called Bryce's name quite as much in the second half, but he's still been very, very active.
Yeah.
And if you remember last year's squad, 2 really good defensive ends as well, Otten and Ballard. Both graduated last year, but they were a big piece of that defensive set last year, and there's no doubt that we're going to see the same thing with Hunter Burketta and Bryce Folsom this year.
Just is not
51. Bryce again on this stop, along with several other Panthers. That's going to be up near first down, though.
Anthony
And
Childs is going to be sore tomorrow.
more smash mouth football by Mendota. And their offensive line, every single one of them got their hands on their hips. They're gassed. 3rd and 2, back to pass the football. Got a man open in the flat. Oh, and it's picked off by Jack. That was a gift to Jack.
Yeah, receiver had it, bobbled it, and it went right up into Jack's hands. So, hey, we'll take it. Defensive stand.
Jack kept his eyes up, and the ball just happened to fall in the breadbasket, and Panthers are going to take over with a key turnover. They'll take that over at about the 20-yard line. Fortunate play.
Yeah.
67, I think, has an equipment issue. That's Carl Sonnenberg.
Are they taking a water? No.
All right, Jack going both ways tonight, offense and defense. We'll see how he's going to manage.
Tyler Ballard's out here still on the sidelines looking like he might cramp if he stands up.
These guys they're gonna need a day or two to recuperate from what's going on tonight.
Up big time here.
All right, Jack in the backfield with Jason Justice Huff.
I'm going to start counting here in a minute.
And the Panthers are going to be forced to take a timeout. There was some confusion on the play. And with that, we're going to step aside for a quick commercial break.
Gibson Bodie Funeral Home. Your neighbors at Gibson Bodie Funeral Home and Cremation Services are excited to see the football Panthers back on the field and wish them a tremendously successful season. Steester Construction, a family-owned and operated construction and excavating company located in Erie. For all your farm excavating needs, visit Steester Construction at SteesterExcavating.com. Sweet Butts Cotton Candy. Fluffy goodness on a cone or in a bag is what Sweet Butts Cotton Candy is all about. With dozens of flavors, they are a perfect fundraiser option. Visit them on Facebook or at sweetbutts.com. Wiffles Hybrids. We focus solely and intensely on corn. The result is a level of performance uncommon in the seed business. Take a look around and you'll see what we...
In the backfield with a couple of backs. And there's the snap. And Jace is going to take this around the right end. And Jace showing his speed. Oh, he's going to get drugged down, and that should be a horse collar as a flag on the play.
It almost has to be on Mendota because there wasn't another Panther player there.
Unless they're going to call it on Jace.
Running too hard.
We'll have to see the official call on the field. It is a horse collar.
That's 15, right?
That'll tack on another 15 yards to Jace's outstanding run there. While they're stepping that off. So next week, these Panthers got a bit of a travel in them. We're heading to St. Bede.
Oh.
And that's a 7 o'clock Friday night game time. Following that, the following game is a Saturday afternoon game, and that's against Girard. And that'll be here in Prophetstown. And if you guys tuned into anything last year, you know that the Illinois Officials Association are really hurting for officials. So there's games that are having to happen on Saturdays because they just don't have enough officials to cover all of the games.
Tonight's crew looks fairly seasoned.
That's a nice way to put that. All right.
Long in the tooth, however you want to phrase it.
Jace Grunder has just bounced himself outside,
around,
and he is just having his way with the defense right now.
He looks like a pinball, just so shifty.
He's got some good blocks that have happened in front of him,
yes.
And he's done an awful lot by himself.
They're getting him the first few steps, and it's just once he gets some open in front of him, he's just a bear.
And as tired as you are when you play a football game like this, you're a lot more tired if you're on the losing end of this game.
Yes.
And so this has got to be tough on St. Bede to work themselves through this.
Mendota.
What did I say?
They sound like me. St. Bede.
St. Bede. We were just
talking
geared
about
up
them.
for next week. Ooh, boy. All right. Jack back in shotgun formation. Jace on his right. A couple of receivers right. And Jack's going to keep this himself with the lead block, and he's got some running room. He's got a couple of shifty moves in him. He's going to be down around the 5-yard line. And I think that'll be about.
Man, he had a wall in front of him. He didn't get touched for 6 or 7 yards.
And that's enough for a first down and first and 10.
Luke
First and goal.
Out there on an end and had 3 or 4 blockers right in front of him.
50 seconds in the clock running here, remaining in the third quarter. Your score is 34-12. Good guys on top.
Sean Canavo over here getting stretched now on the track with cramps.
Justice Huff and Jace Grunder in the backfield with Jack. One receiver split each way. Here's a snap, and the ball's going to go to Jason. Jace is going to get into the end zone untouched. 6 touchdowns.
Wow.
Got a great opportunity to be player of the week, eh?
Not just for this game,
Right.
for the Quad City area, or however they always have them votings on the sports channels or sports pages. Going to be pretty hard to beat that.
Jace is well over 200 yards already with a quarter to play. 6 touchdowns. 23 seconds to go. 40-12.
Doesn't look tired either.
No. if you know Jason and know his work ethic, that kid puts an incredible amount of time in the off season. And he's built for games like this.
He wrestles all year long in the off season, does summer nationals,
and Justice Huff puts that kick up, and it's short and right.
It almost looks like their timing's off a little bit. He's getting there. That's the same time the ball is to kick it.
Yep, I think he's got to stay back just a little bit longer.
Just a hair second. I'm not no kicking expert, but it sure looks like he's kicking the hand of the holder as he's still putting it on the ground.
Yeah, one thing we haven't given credit enough to tonight is that the snaps have been very, very good from center to Jack, both in shotgun and the few times he's been underneath center. I think we've only had one miscue there.
Yeah, number 65, Afton Irick, there is the starting center this year, and he's doing a phenomenal job. Had one bad snap to Jack in the first quarter there, but other than that, snaps to the quarterback have been good.
And you may recognize that last name.
Long snapper is, but
that last name, he is the great nephew of Dan and
Big old Dan.
Sue. He transferred in this year and is a Panther. I think he came from Morrison.
Did he just come in from Morrison? Is that where they lived?
I believe so. I'm looking for Dan to shake his head yes at us.
Yes. The boss over here shaking her head yes.
All right, Justice for I don't even know how many times tonight. He's going to kick the ball away. And the ball's falling off the tee, so we'll have to correct that. Keeping you up?
Nah, I'm a little tired. Some of us have to go to work every day.
You're right, some of us do. I'm in that boat. All right, 23 seconds to go here. We'll see if this Mendota offensive unit can get something going for them. It's going to be a decent kick. It's going to land on the ground down around the 25-yard line. And a decent return. He's going to bring it up past the 30 and going to get brought down around the 33-yard line. The Panther
trying to get a number there. 18, I think. Hunter Bruchetta was in on that stop.
The kickoff team has done a nice job of staying in their lanes tonight.
Yeah, they have not given up a good return.
I don't know if you noticed just what happened there, but as the defensive unit was running back onto the field, number 72 and number 79 kind of gave each other a bump there.
Brothers.
They're brothers, Jack and Clay, entering the game for the first time together.
Jack's just a freshman.
And there's the handoff to number 5, and he's going to try to take that thing outside. Ooh, Jace gives him a little bit of a hit, enough to knock him off balance and drop him down around the 38-yard line. Have a pickup of 3 or 4.
You know, I got to thinking the reason that Jack Minson is in there on defense is because Tyler Ballard's cramping over here.
Sure. And that's the end of the third quarter. Your Panthers in a bit of a runaway, up 40-12. And we're going to go to commercial break.
Melton Seed and Service is your local source for channel seedmanship. It's about being in your fields, giving you expert advice, and knowing your fields almost as well as you do. When it comes to getting the most out of your acres and your operation, put your trust in Melton Seed and Service. They are here to provide you with unparalleled service, advice, and seed products for your farming operation. The Break Room Pub and Grub is proud to sponsor the Work Hard, Play Hard Player of the Game, located in Tampico, The Break Room Pub and Grub is the place where great food and drink await you with a menu to please everyone. Work hard, play hard at the Break Room Pub and Grub in Tampico. Rock River Lumber and Grain and Frary Lumber have served the surrounding area for more than 90 years. They take pride in their products and services and look forward to seeing you now and into the future. They wish the Panthers continued success on and off the field.
And the Panthers have looked really solid, up 40-12 behind 6 touchdown runs by Jace Grunder and a whole bunch of offense by that entire unit.
Yeah. I'm
Just
assuming Five's going to get the carries here again.
Just got a text from Chad Keegan wanting to know what the all-time record is for EP for number of touchdowns in a game, and I don't know what that is, but 6 has got to be right there if it isn't. We'll see if we can get that stat.
Fourth quarter tonight. Going to be brought to you by Erie High School again. Erie High School would like to wish all Panther athletes a very rewarding and successful season. Erie High School growing together, pursuing purpose, finding you.
All right, we've got a run up the middle, and it's going to be a gain of about 4, brought down by a bunch of Panthers, and a flag comes in on top of that.
Maybe?
And we'll have to see.
Player getting up slow with another Packer. He was over here getting stretched for a cramp at one time earlier too.
And he's looking for some help to get off the football field. And that penalty is going to be against Mendota. It must have been a hold. They're backing them up 10 yards. So that's going to put them back into Mendota territory down at the 45-yard line.
Afton Irick coming in to take Mr. Packer's place.
Boy, this is like a meat factory. People just coming in and out because
it sure seems like we're cramping more than they are, but Coach Abbott needs to have a little talk on staying hydrated.
Number 5 with, it seems like the 100th carry of the night for him.
Oh, he has to be in the 30s to 40 carries.
Eamon Barron in on that stop, as well as Jack Hockaday. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 11 right at midfield.
Jack Hockaday, freshman, 5'11", 320.
And we got a different running back this time. He's going to plow ahead for about 5 yards and get brought down at about the 45-yard line. Got a number and name on him, Jamie?
Who's that?
Number 2 from Mendota.
Isaac Smith.
That's his first carry of the night. So you mentioned about the water. I just got a text that says Coach Abbott's got the boys carrying gallon jugs around of water, drinking it.
Really?
Yeah. Jace Grunder on the stop there.
Be another hold, maybe? Saw another flag come in there.
Yep.
Right at the point of attack.
And number 70's disgusted with himself, so it looks like it's going to be another hold on that interior lineman. It's good news to see Tyler Ballard jogging around a little bit.
Yeah, he's not very gingerly walking.
So it's 2 steps forward, 2 steps back for Mendota right now.
So Jacob Otten's back in. Tyler Ballard looking like he could go in. Probably won't because probably isn't a need.
We got trips down here in the lower left of Mendota. And only one defender down here. They got a bubble screen that they're going to try to throw. Number 6. Yeah, he's got a nice little opening. Number 7's going to finally bring him down, Sean Knable. But that's a big gain for Mendota, and that wasn't defended very well with only having 2 defenders.
Yeah, we had 2 defenders and 3 receivers, so.
And that's enough for a first down.
Do it again.
Puts it into Panther territory down around the 30-yard line. And yeah, they're going to line up, do the.
Wonder if you spread us out and give it to 5. Nope, they're going to throw the ball.
They're going to try to throw the ball deep down the right-hand side. It's got a man open, and it's caught.
Oh, wow.
And it's caught right down around the goal line.
It's a nice ball.
Yeah.
Nice spiral.
Right behind the defender.
I mean, it wasn't horrible coverage.
Ryan Strauss was the receiver. Made a nice catch. He
Ball
landed
was
on his
pretty
butt.
much the only place it could be to get caught, I think.
10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, and Mendota threatening to score. Going to hand the ball off to number 5. He's met by Bryce
52.
Folsom.
52,
No,
Eamon Barron, sophomore
Barron,
there.
sorry.
Met him right in the hole.
And I think we got another penalty. Did I see a flag in the air there?
I did not see a penalty.
Yeah. This one I think is going to go against
Face
the
mask
Panthers.
on us. Yep.
So that'll be a half the distance to the goal.
That's unfortunate, too, because they had the personnel there they needed. It was
First down and goal for Mendota. Ball spotted on the 1 yard line. About the 2 yard line, actually. And another handoff to number 5, and he's going to get into the end zone for a score, basically untouched. And Mendota has punched it in for the 3rd time tonight. Score is 40-18, 9:48 to go. At this point in the ball game, you got to expect them to go for 2.
Yeah, it sure looks like they're gonna. They moved it to the right side of the 3 yard hash mark there.
And likely, we're going to see an onside kick attempt
Oh, for sure.
by Mendota coming out of this, after this attempt of this 2-point conversion. And the handoff, familiar.
Oh.
And he's going to get knocked down
Justice.
short.
Nope, they gave
Wow.
it to him. Justice Huff hit him in the hole there, but he just was able to fall forward for the.
The side judge on the far side came in and was given the no good signal, and then all of a sudden his hand goes in the air. So that extra point is good. Score is 40-20. Panthers doubling them up right now. 9:48 to go, and we'll go to a quick commercial break.
Farmers are finally seeing better prices for their crops. And the best way to protect their livelihood is by using the Cornerstone Agency, which specializes in coverage for crops, equipment, and livestock. Cornerstone agents come to your farm, so they know the best way to help you maximize profits and programs, and most importantly, protect them. With offices in Tampico and Morrison, the Cornerstone Agency has the kind of customer service that helps their customers make the most of every season. And like your crops, the Cornerstone Agency is growing too. For more information, visit 2cornerstone.com. That's the number 2, cornerstone.com. When your crop goes in the ground, make sure you have the Cornerstone Agency around.
When you say you're a farmer, you're saying you understand hard work, reliability, and ingenuity. When you say you're a farmer, you're saying you have a responsibility to your family, your neighbors, and your community. When you say you're a farmer, you're saying a lot, which is why we're proud to say Case IH, built by farmers.
We're back.
40-20 is your score. Panthers on top, 9:48 to go here in the contest.
Looks
And
like we're going to get our hands team up front here.
Mendota's, I would think they'd want to come up another 5 yards.
We've got everybody but Jack within 10 yards of the ball, or 15 yards of the ball here.
And a little confusion, but here we go.
Jesse's going to call a timeout, animated timeout.
Yeah,
he's not real happy.
When you got to burn a timeout on a special teams play, not very good. But you absolutely don't want to turn the football over right here.
Yeah, it was a smart call.
And so we know that Coach Abbott will get that squared away very quickly.
He's pretty animated in there.
And we'll see what comes of that. So getting back to the schedule, so we are, like I said, at St. Bede next week, followed up by a Saturday game against Sherrard at home, and then we travel to Rock Ridge. Homecoming this year will be on September 23rd, and that's going to be against Orion High School here in Provincetown. And then we picked up a game with Riverdale needing to cancel their varsity schedule this year. We were able to fill that hole with Harvard, and that game will be played at home. And then we'll finish the season up with home games at against Bureau Valley and Monmouth Roseville, and we'll be at Morrison for the final week of the season. Senior night will happen against Monmouth Roseville. If you remember, that was a really big game for us last year.
It was a very big game last year.
As the Panthers all but secured a conference title with that win last year down at Monmouth Roseville against a good team. All right, both teams are set. Here we go. And we're going to get the onside kick. And that's a good kick. And good hands.
Good
Number
hands.
70, Zeb Wicks, did a great job of swallowing that football up and landing on it.
Went up in the air, got it.
By far the best onside kick that Mendota had put out on the field tonight.
Yeah, that was a good bouncing kick.
All right, 9 minutes and 46 seconds to go.
Just
40-20.
First downs.
First down's 2 o'clock. We'll get a heavy dose of Jace, I'm sure, here in the last 9.5 minutes of this ball game.
Yeah, Tyler Ballard back in there.
Good. We need to get that left receiver up on the ball a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't get a flag. Nope, no flag. Jack's going to keep this thing. Gets met at the line of scrimmage by number 60, but still moves forward for about 4 yards. That was good to see Jack pull that back in. I don't know if it was the right call, but
yeah,
but it was nice to see that he's not scared to pull it back out of Jace.
Yeah, you know, and it's got to keep them off balance, keep them guessing. Although there hasn't not been anything wrong with handing it off to 31 tonight.
Good things have happened when Jace has touched the football tonight. Nate Packer looks like he's walking pretty well down here on this sideline after coming off with a cramp. Jack's got a couple of backs with him. And the handoff's going to go to Tyler Ballard. He's going to try to get around that left end. Man, he's got some speed.
Oh,
and
man,
he doesn't get touched.
He's gone, too.
And I don't see any flags on the play. And Tyler Ballard's going to get in for a score. And that's about a 48-yarder.
Like number 3, Rhett Watson there for the Trojans. Thought he had an angle on him, and I think he might have cramped a little bit in mid-stride there because he kind of pulled up. And
I am really impressed with the speed of Nate, or of Tyler.
Coach Abbott wasn't lying when he said we have great team speed. I mean, Tyler and Jace, they've all been. When they turn it up, it's up.
And Coach Whitebread and Tyler Ballard doing a little chest bump there as Tyler comes off the field. It's good to see. And that kick by Justice Huff is going to be wide right. And our score is 46-20, and we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be back.
1, 2, 3.
How do you want to be remembered? As a financial representative, I'm your first call during some of the most exciting and devastating moments in your life. From financial protection to retirement planning, my job is to help you plan for the unexpected and feel confident in your financial future through every stage of life. 40 years from now, you won't remember every detail of your financial plan, but my goal is that you'll never forget the impact that it's made on your life. I'm Whitney Misfell, your local Modern Woodman financial representative, and I'm proud to support the EP Panthers. When you need a strong financial team, you know who to call.
Okay, we're back here live. 8:49 to go. Panthers just punched it in again with a nice 47-yard scamper by Tyler Ballard, showing off his speed. Hit the hole hard and didn't get touched.
Did not get touched.
I think the Mendota Trojan defense underestimated that speed and took some really poor angles at Tyler.
Got some finals for you here quick. Newman beat Morrison 28-6. Princeton 41-22 over over Rock Ridge, I'm sorry. Justice Huff Nice, good kick.
Kick down about the 30-yard line where it's fielded cleanly. Going to try to string this thing out east-west, which never works well for a receiver, or excuse me, a kick returner. And finally he's going to get wrapped up. And number 50, Michael Collins, with the stop.
31-12 final Morse or Fulton over Galena. 28-14 final St. Bede over Sherrard.
We got a Panther down on the field with another cramp. So a reminder here, at about the 3-minute mark, we'll give you tonight's Panther player of the game. We'll keep you in suspense.
Yeah.
Not that I think there's going to be a whole lot of suspense tonight.
What's the betting line?
Yeah, we'll give you that. And that's brought to you by the Break Room in Tampico.
Number 1, Frankie Bouchaw.
Frankie's been an active member tonight, a defensive unit.
Looks like they tried to get him up and didn't work.
Jamie, you said St. Bede won their game today?
28-14 over Sherrard.
Okay. And Sherrard has been a program that's been down for a couple of years. I know we had some pretty good success against them last year. And certainly we're looking for a little payback after last year's 15-13 loss in Big 2 on a really questionable call. And we won't talk about it at length, but there was a horse collar that might have cost us the football game as St. Bede was able to get down and kick a last-second field goal to win.
I believe it was a,
And that was the last time the Panthers were hit with a loss until DMAC in round 2 of the playoffs.
They kind of found their identity in that game and just put the Jets on from there.
So Frankie Bouchaw was able to get off the field under his own power after getting that cramp squared away. And Mendota will take over 1st and 10. Handoff to number 5. Clay Hockaday in on that stop.
Number 23, Trevor Dennison, was also in there.
No doubt we'll start to see some names and see some players that haven't gotten a lot of snaps so far tonight. Back to pass. He's going to throw to the right flat, and the ball's a little bit overthrown. Receiver was open.
A little tall. Yeah, he had a nice gain there. Well, no, I guess it would have been just a gain of 2. Ballard was closing fast for.
And there was some disappointment shown by the receiver on that errant pass by the Mendota quarterback. 3rd and 4. Ball spotted on the 39-yard line, and we've got a flag. 2 flags.
What is that? Neither team knew what was going on. They didn't.
Unsportsmanlike. On both sides. Must have a little jawing going on.
I'm not sure. That's not. He's looking at 70, and he's directly across from Clay Hockaday. So, if you remember, them two had a little bit of a discussion in the first quarter, or first half at least.
You get to this stage in the ball game and you're this tired, this hot, tempers start to get a little bit. John gets a little going.
Really nothing hurt for either team other than don't get another one, because then you're out for the first half next week, right?
Yep. And Childs is going to get the handoff, and he's got a nice opening. He's going to get brought down inside Panther territory by Justice Huff. That's a pickup of 10, 12 yards.
Yep.
And Coach Abbott doing the right thing here. He's going to pull Clay out of the lineup. 75, Jaden Orr is going to replace him. And I'm sure Coach will have a chat with him.
Trevor Dennison came out. Gavin Adams went in his place. He's a freshman.
Number 2 is not going to get touched, and he's going to go to pay dirt.
Yeah, he's got some wheels.
47-yard scamper for him. And the Trojans put some points on the board. 40-26 is now the score. 7:41 to go here in the contest.
He pulled away from Justice Huff. That's some pretty impressive speed.
Sure did. And now it makes it just a little bit uncomfortable. Now you're just down 3 scores. I know that sounds like a lot with 7.5 minutes, but
not when you can do that.
We've seen some stranger things happen in high school football. And we'll see if this Trojan offense wants to try to go for 2. That would make sense.
Yes.
And they're going to hand the ball off. Nope, number 1's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get.
He's going to make it. They kind of picked him up.
Oh, they're going to give him the benefit of it out. They're going to say he's good. And that 2-point conversion is good. 46-28 is now your score. 7:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside for a short break and bring you the
Seed and Service is your local source for channel seedmanship. It's about being in your fields, giving you expert advice, and knowing your fields almost as well as you do. When it comes to getting the most out of your acres and your operation, put your trust in Melton Seed and Service. They are here to provide you with unparalleled service, advice, and seed products for your farming operation. The Break Room Pub and Grub is proud to sponsor the Work Hard, Play Hard Player of the Game. Located in Tampico, the Break Room Pub and Grub is the place where great food and drink await you with a menu to please everyone. Work hard, play hard at the Break Room Pub and Grub in Tampico. Rock River Lumber and Grain and Frary Lumber have served the surrounding area for more than 90 years. They take pride in their products and services and look forward to seeing you now and into the future. They wish the Panthers continued success on and off the field.
Our freshman's quite
right.
We're back. All right. We're back here where Mendota is set to kick off. 46-28, your score. 7:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. And once again, the hands unit will definitely be on that front line, getting ready for an onside kick.
They're going to try it to the other side this time, it looks like. See if they. Oh,
yeah, they're going to pooch kick it down to the 25-yard line.
Oh, no.
And it gets mishandled by Tyler. He does pick it up, and he's going to try to do something with about 7 different Mendota Trojans closing in on him, and able to get it.
Worst things could have happened out of that, though.
For sure. He's going to get brought down about the 20-yard line where the Panthers will take over.
A little bit of a surprise that they kicked it. But
yeah, I'm a little shocked.
Needing 3 scores.
So we'll see if this Panther offense can chew a little clock.
Or score quick. One of the
grind out a first down or 2.
Yeah. I don't mind that. I don't mind that outside play to Tyler Ballard again. Give Jace a little bit of a breather.
Not sure if Tyler's got 80 yards in him after the runs he's had and the cramping issues that he's had. Jack Minson back in shotgun formation, and this handoff's going to go to Jace.
Surprise.
Nope, Tyler. Sorry. Tyler plows ahead for 5 yards. Maybe 6. Good run by Tyler.
Yeah, 5-6 yards each run, just grind it.
So we have some depth at all of the positions this year. Maybe a little light at quarterback right now. Jack's carrying the load, obviously, and Kochevar is our backup quarterback, and he's not going to be back until about mid-season. So right now our backup quarterback is listed as a freshman.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was looking at that earlier.
All right, Jason's got this football. He's looking for a hole, avoiding some contact, and
might make first down.
I think he's going to be just short, maybe.
No, they're going to give it to him.
All right, first down for the Panthers. Ball down at about the 33-yard line. Jace doing what he needed to do there just to squeeze out that enough yards for that first down. The poise that this football team has showed tonight has been pretty impressive.
Yes. You know, they give up a touchdown and they come right back and get one. So,
whereas it took 3 weeks last year to really create that identity.
Yeah.
It seems like we've hit that stride here pretty quick. Couple of backs in the backfield, Tyler and Jason. This handoff's going to go to Jace. He's going to get met at the line of scrimmage, and he's going nowhere. Going to lose a yard or two on the play. And we got a timeout on the field, and Mendota's going to start to burn their timeouts. 5:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside for a short break.
Gibson Bodie Funeral Home. Your neighbors at Gibson Bodie Funeral Home and Cremation Services are excited to see the football Panthers back on the field and wish them a tremendously successful season. Steester Construction, a family-owned and operated construction and excavating company located in Erie. For all your farm excavating needs, visit Steester Construction at steesterexcavating.com. Sweet Butts Cotton Candy. Fluffy goodness on a cone or in a bag is what Sweet Butts Cotton Candy is all about. With dozens of flavors, they are a perfect fundraiser option. Visit them on Facebook or at sweetbutts.com. Wiffles Hybrids. We focus solely and intensely on corn. The result is a level of performance uncommon in the seed business. Take a look around and you'll see what we mean. Harvest Bakery and More is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, where you can get anything from a birthday cake to prime rib. Check out the Facebook page or visit harvestbakeryandmore.com.
All right, back here at Provincetown. 5:50 to go here in the contest. 46-28 is your score. And the Panthers, after a loss of 2 by Jace Grunder, has got the ball 2nd and 12, ball on 20-yard line. And this ball's going to go to Tyler Ballard again, and Tyler, the same play that he's been run, and he may break this thing to the house.
Got it back inside.
Oh, wow. What a great run by.
Oh, man.
And that's a 70-yard run by Tyler Ballard.
Zeb Wicks did a great job of not blocking that guy in the back right there. He had every opportunity to do it, and he didn't.
Tyler did a nice job there recognizing that the one guy that he had to beat,
he had a blocker.
He had a good lane on him, and he had a blocker in front of him and was able to cut it back. So great job.
How impressive is that, to have a lineman, an offensive guard, that far downfield?
52-28.
I just got a text message. We would love to wish Clark Mortensen Sr., my Uncle Clark, a happy 80th birthday today. So 80 trips around the sun for a pretty good guy. So happy birthday, Uncle Clark.
And you may recognize that name from the old Morton Hammer show. They ran the booth for a number of years.
2-point conversion was complete to Frankie Bouchaw.
That's
Hunter Burketta, sorry.
Clark Jr., not Clark Sr.
Clark Jr., yeah.
Alongside Scott Hammer.
My predecessor.
Through some lean years
yeah.
in the EP program. And so score is 54-28. We're going to just keep it right here, and we'll talk through this break in the action. 54 points, I think, exceeds what we put up for any one game last year, right? I think 50 points was we put up against Rock Ridge. 50-48, I think, was that score. So good offensive showing.
We've only punted once, and we didn't really punt because it was a bad snap.
We've got two rushers. We've got two rushers well over 100 yards. In fact, Jace Grunder's over 200-yard mark. He's about 215 right now.
Well, Tyler's got to be.
Tyler's just in 2 runs.
I would think.
Yeah, he's in just the 2 runs. He's over 100 yards. The 2 touchdown runs that he's got. So a couple of really big offensive weapons having their way with these Mendota Trojan defensive players tonight. And not all by themselves. Getting some good blocking.
Yes. The offensive line has done a great job for the getting them some open space, and their speed and agility has done the rest.
And here's Justice Huff with a kick. He's going to land at about the 33-yard line, bounce a couple of times, picked up at the 20 by number 2, and he's going to get met by number 52. Eamon Barron called his name several times tonight.
Hit him pretty hard. It's a sophomore again. I keep hammering on that, but that's so good to see underclassmen not only getting minutes but quality minutes and contributing.
And the EP sideline, you can starting to see the smiles and
Yep.
and the relaxing a little bit of the players. Several of them that have already had some injuries in the first half have their pads off. And Mendota is going to have the football at the 35-yard line. In the shotgun, back to throw the football. He's got an open receiver, but he fires a little too high for him, and that
Pretty
ball's
hot too.
falls incomplete. And as a receiver, you don't really want to get your hands above your head in the middle of the defense.
Yeah.
You just never know what's going to happen there. Usually not good things.
No, Hunter Burketta was right there, getting ready to lay the wood on him, and
I had more than once a conversation with one of the receivers that I've done that to. All right, back throw the football again in the right flat. He's got a man open.
Oh boy!
And he's got a nice gain. Tyler Ballard's able to bring him down around midfield.
I thought that was going to go a lot farther than it did. Justice he bounced off Justice right on the sideline there.
5:19 to go, and that clock can't move fast enough.
Tyler's coming off the field.
1st and 10, just inside Mendota territory. Another pass to the flat to the right side. He's got some opening. And he's off to the races, and that's going to be another first down around the 30-yard line.
Isaac Smith.
Michael Collins brought him down. Trevor Dennison is also in on that stop. And just like that, Mendota's got a little bit of mo going with them. A couple of completed receptions to the right side of the field.
Trips out there again with just going to pitch it out there to number 2 and
I'm going to throw it over here to the left side.
Single receiver.
And he's going to fall down around the 25-yard line, getting chased by Frankie Bouchaw and number 7, Sean Knable. .435, clock continuing to run. Back to pass the football again. He's got another receiver in the flat. This is Childs, who's gotten the bulk of the carries tonight.
Oh, he broke several tackles there.
Brought down around the 15-yard line, enough for another first down. They're starting to pile the yards up.
52, Eamon Barron again on the stop, downfield. It's good to see the other kids getting minutes, getting some game conditioning, gives everybody a breather.
Another pass that's going to be complete. Wow, he just kind of laid down after he caught the football.
It's the second time he's just kind of went down on his own without getting tackled.
No, thank you. I don't want any contact.
I don't know if he saw that number 31 closing in on him and he decided he didn't want nothing of it or what.
I got to believe this is eating at Coach Whitebread a little bit, the defensive coordinator.
Certainly not doing the defensive stats any good, but.
No. And that ball is going to be overthrown in the end zone. It falls incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd down and about 5. Ball on the 10-yard line, just inside of it. All right, 3rd down. Got a throw to the sideline, a long throw. Going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, number 20, Matt Van Oosten there did a great job of closing on that.
That actually can be kind of a dangerous pass for as long as that thing's in the air. If the defender can get a good jump on that, there's nothing between them and 90 yards of running. 4th and 1. They're going to hand the ball off to Childs, and he's going to get into the end zone untouched. And the Trojans are going to put another touchdown on the board. 34.
54.
So a 20-point lead with 3:21 to go. And that was a nice offensive series by the Mendota Trojan offense.
Yeah, spread it around a little more. It wasn't just 5 up the middle.
Childs Going to try to get it in the end zone, and that one's going to be no good. So with 3:21 to go, the Panthers are holding on to a 20-point lead. We'll go to a break.
Farmers are finally seeing better prices for their crops. And the best way to protect their livelihood is by using the Cornerstone Agency, which specializes in coverage for crops, equipment, and livestock. Cornerstone agents come to your farm, so they know the best way to help you maximize profits and programs, and most importantly, protect them. With offices in Tampico and Morrison, the Cornerstone Agency has the kind of customer service that helps their customers make the most of every season. And like your crops, the Cornerstone Agency is growing too. For more information, visit 2cornerstone.com. That's the number 2, cornerstone.com. When your crop goes in the ground, make sure you have the Cornerstone Agency around.
When you say you're a farmer, you're saying you understand hard work, reliability, and ingenuity. When you say you're a farmer, you're saying you have a responsibility to your family, your neighbors, and your community. When you say you're a farmer, you're saying a lot, which is why we're proud to say Case IH, built by farmers.
Back here live, and it seems like about every third play somebody's kicking the ball off.
Yeah.
Right now.
The kickers are getting good practice in. I'm guessing this will be on onside.
We'll have to see if the Panthers can hold on to this football, and they're going to kick it down there again around the 30-yard line.
Down in that void area.
Tyler Ballard. Nope, Jace Grunder's going to pick this up, and he's just going to go down on a knee. 21-yard line. He'll give the Panther offense the football. And we've got a battle of a couple of really good running backs tonight. We're sitting next to the radio guys from Mendota, and they've got a stat guy. Since Don Coonan can't be here tonight, we're leaning on him a little bit.
Yeah.
And their workhorse tonight, number 5, Childs, has rushed the ball 40 times for 263 yards on the ground. And Jace, on our side, has 20 carries for 215 and 6 touchdowns. So the bulk of both sides of the offense are coming through those two guys.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see what this Panther offense wants to do. Jason Tyler, both in the backfield, along with Jack. And there's the handoff.
Oh, boy.
That's Tyler Ballard getting the carry. He's going to bust forward.
I kind of thought he was going to bust that all the way.
For about 12 yards. Going to get brought down at about the 35-yard line. That's enough for a first down.
Another set of downs.
And Jamie, we're at the 3-minute mark of this ball game. 3 minutes ago, I'd have said it was absolutely no contest. I knew the player of the game was going to be.
Yeah.
And because Tyler's really turned it on in the second half. But I still think we got to go.
I think we got to go with Grunder.
With Jace Grunder.
6 touchdowns.
That's we're going to call it an EP record, although that's not confirmed.
Yeah, I don't know what the record is, but it's got to be close.
But congratulations to Jace being named the first player of the game here this year.
Oh boy,
that's a poor snap, and
big loss.
Yeah, Jace was able to pick the ball up, but lost a bunch of yards on that.
Kind of an awkward tackle too, but
and
good
Mendota's
going to
take a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. But we appreciate the break room in Tampico sponsoring that player of the game, and congratulations to Jace.
Yes, well deserved.